I'm very grateful and appreciative that Redmond High School has done this a third time, and they want to keep this a tradition alive. Their student body and community does a great job.
I'm really excited for being able to host the third Living History Day.
Today provides the students a chance to actually talk to and learn from people who made history. Our students spend so much of their time in school reading in books or watching on films about history, and today they get a chance to actually talk to people who are there. And, for example, to talk to a survivor from the USS Indianapolis is something that very few people are able to do, and that our students can do that today is very special.
I think it's important to appreciate what RAW does because they give us an opportunity to learn much more about history in a very personal way.
As a soldier who's been to battle myself and going and seeing these living heroes, it's called living history, but they're living heroes and they're just absolutely amazing.
By all means, I should have never come back. I went through so much. I was so fortunate, but I often wonder what's the reward of those that never made it back, those killed in action.
We have great opportunity in this country, and that opportunity came at a cost, and we need to recognize that cost and appreciate the cost and understand that we're in a better place today because people like the veterans who are here today made sacrifices so our students could be there.
I don't know if the students understand that war is it's not pretty, it's not good, and everybody wants peace.
So many times in today's world we have young people that don't fully appreciate all the bounty that exists for them. And so to have them make a connection with someone who actually fought for them to have the right to make those decisions will help our students finally maybe recognize and achieve to a higher level because they recognize this is a great opportunity for me just being in school.
They give us an opportunity to learn about history in a hands-on way that is going to make us never forget it.
Living History Day does not in any way glorify war or glorify the military. It is there for students to learn, even for adults to learn. Even we veterans who go in and talk to students, we learn by listening to students and their questions and their concern about those things that we have dealt with and are dealing with in our lives as adults after we served in the various conflicts.
Well, we have three core principles at Redmond High School: respect, honor, and success. And we every day strive to have our students live by those core principles. Today provides us an opportunity to really put those principles into action. And so students come to school well-dressed, they come to school well-prepared with questions to ask.
A few people really realize how much sacrifice people do make. And for me, I think about my buddies, shipmates that never came back, and I talk about that in the class a lot. But I tell you, it gets out there, get a gun duel, I tell you, it's something else. And, especially at night, I can remember in the last battle of Java Sea, before they really blew us apart. It started about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we fought till about 11 o'clock at night, but we didn't have any planes, and the Japanese planes would come over and drop a flare on you. And it's just like daylight there. You couldn't see anybody else out there, but you was right there in the spotlight. And talk about a weird feeling.
I think Living History Day is just an opportunity to further the education of our high school students.
These kids, I'm here in the school every day and I see them in class, and I've never seen the focused attention that I see when these guys are talking. They're leaning in, they're listening, and it's nothing like it.
Hopefully that students now at least can appreciate what the soldiers go through. Don't blame them, but please support the soldier. They're the ones out there.
These veterans who have seen it firsthand are there telling you their stories, and it's not just the big battles that are important. Those are the ones you learned about in history class, but the small battles, not only between people, but between a soldier and himself.
It's really impressive to see youth culture take a step up when they need to. And I have the ultimate faith in our students. And I have the ultimate faith in youth. I believe that the young people in our country are amazing and can contribute great things. We simply have to set the stage so they can do that.
Outside, we have a fabulous outdoor display of military equipment that students can go out there and lean in and be able to get close to some of that history.
It's just a good way to make it more public, to make the displays outside and kind of out there for everyone to see.
Our static display has grown from 1 Humvee to 3 tanks and a boat. It's nice because seems more like a community thing now instead of just a school thing.
And when students have free time during their lunch and break time, they can go into the indoor museum where they can see all kinds of war memorabilia and that amazing traveling wall of our heroes who have passed away.
The Faces of the Fallen started the first year we went into Afghanistan and then followed up with Iraq. And the first year we did it, it was only 100 people. Out of respect and honor and what we're trying to do with Remembering America's Heroes, we said, let's keep it going. We had no idea that we'd be doing this 6 years later and over 4,000 names. It's just amazing.
We have one soldier who, Dale Peterson, who actually went to Redmond High School, and he was killed in Iraq about, I think, 2 years ago.
The value of this display really translates into students' minds that, you know, lots of people have died, and these people on the wall have served our country so that we're free today.
There were names and faces of people that I know who died in Afghanistan, those that died in Iraq, and it was amazing because I don't think those families know that their sons are being honored and going around to these schools and being remembered the way they are.
We owe them a debt of gratitude, and we can always remember them.
Iraq is an unpopular war, but those soldiers out there are amazing. And they're giving their lives, every one of them, whether they give their life and they pass away, or they're giving their lives being away from their families and friends and comfort. Every one of them are heroes, and every one of them deserves these students and future students to know what a sacrifice they made. And they made it not for themselves, they made it for the country.